Overcoming the fear of failure. Have you ever been so afraid of failure that you didn't dare to try? Even though deep down you knew you could go further? The fear of failure is very real for many adults in the United States. In a society that celebrates success, speed, and achievement, failure is often seen as a sign of weakness. You may fear losing your job, fear that a business idea won't work, fear being judged, or fear that one mistake will define your entire identity. Over time, this fear can cause you to hold yourself back, postpone your dreams, and doubt your own worth. Jesus said, "Do not be afraid, for I am with you." This teaching does not promise that life will always be easy, but it assures you that you never have to face challenges alone. When you believe that God walks with you, the fear of failure no longer becomes a wall that stops you, but an opportunity to grow in faith, courage, and perseverance. The practical meaning of Jesus' words is this: failure does not define who you are. In the Gospels, Jesus consistently lifted up people who were weak, who had fallen, and who were considered failures by society. He did not look at them through the lens of their mistakes. Instead, he saw their potential, their dignity, and their capacity for renewal. This reminds you that every setback is not the end, but can be a necessary step on your journey of growth. Think about familiar situations in American life. An entrepreneur whose first business fails might say, "I'm not meant to succeed." A student who fails an important exam might think, "I'm not smart enough." A middle-aged adult who loses their job might fear that it's too late to start over. But if they view failure through the lens of faith, they can say, "I fell, but I can rise again. I still have value. I still have a future." This shift in perspective can open the door to renewed hope, motivation, and direction. Overcoming the fear of failure does not mean that you stop feeling afraid. It means choosing to move forward even when your heart is still trembling. Jesus does not demand perfection from you. He invites you to trust. Trust that you can learn from your mistakes. Trust that every new attempt is another chance. Trust that even when outcomes don't match your expectations, your value in God's eyes never changes. Jesus' healing message for you today is clear. You are not your failures. You are a beloved child of God. You are allowed to try. You are allowed to fail. You are allowed to learn. You are allowed to begin again. The fear of failure may whisper that you should quit, but faith reminds you that you can keep moving forward, step by step, with renewed hope. If this topic speaks to you, I invite you to share in the comments, what scares you most about failure? And how do you want to overcome that fear? Jesus, please give us the courage to face our fear of failure. Help us trust that every fall can become a chance to grow. And remind us that we are always loved, guided, and upheld by your grace. Amen.